Hey friends, it's Aki Dearest, and welcome everybody to another episode of the Otaku Monthly Favorites, where at the end of every month... Okay. I know it's not the end of the month, hopefully you guys can forgive me on that, so let's just reverse that. And welcome everybody to another episode of the Otaku Monthly Favorites, where typically at the end of every month, I introduce you guys to different anime, manga, other anime and otaku related things that I've been introduced to within that given month. So I'm gonna kick this video off with not an anime, not a manga, but a documentary. A documentary called Tokyo Idols. Now maybe some of you have seen this, maybe a lot of you haven't, but I cannot express enough to you guys of how fascinated this documentary got me into just the world of idols, because needless to say, even though I love this documentary so much, I'm not even really that much into idols. And what? Don't touch that. Okay, at one point, I had an obsession with Tomomi Itano, once upon a time. So I wasn't the biggest idol fan growing up. I knew about Morning Musume, I knew about AKB48, maybe a handful of Love Live songs, but the only reason I even knew them, maybe a lot of you have experienced this or are experiencing this, I liked anime and I was in the otaku culture world. So when you're doing that, a lot of other different hobbies and interests and fandoms might find their way to you. One of them was the rhythm game, I guess, club, and then there was K-pop, and then there was Vocaloid, and then there was Visual K, and through there I found even more artists, and one of them being idol culture. And what I got from this documentary was that it was portraying the stigma that idol culture has on Japan and on its fanatics. I fell in love with this documentary because I thought that it played everything out beautifully, and also it did get me into a couple of other groups. Just watch the documentary, and if you have, let me know of your thoughts in the description below. Description? No. I also did an entire podcast talking to Joey about idol culture, so if you guys want to go check that out, links will be in the description below. Now, the second thing I want to introduce you guys to is this anime film called In This Corner of the World. Now, cue that cute transition and fade me to white. And back to me. Now that we're talking about In This Corner of the World, I saw the trailer quite some time ago, and I could never find the English subs of this movie until I went on United Airlines, not sponsored. Congratulations, United Airlines, you did something right. You had, of all movies you had In This Corner of the World. So, I watched it on there, and I will admit that the first half of the movie was incredibly slow. But the entire purpose of that is to just kind of set this ground that it's about our main character, Suzu. In the times of World War II, things are bad. She needs to get married, and then hopefully this will help her life and she can support this other family. And you just see her struggle with not only marriage but herself and just the obstacles that come with war and what happens to just average civilians. The second half of the movie is an entire field trip that has traumatized me for a very long time, or up until the end of the movie. There was that. The third thing I want to introduce you guys to is to a live action film called March Comes In Like a Lion. Now, maybe some of you know I'm a huge fan of the anime, speaks to me on a lot of personal levels, and I just love Rei, I love Momo, I love just the entire story and the journey that Rei has to go through in order to find himself and to find happiness. Now, do you need to watch the... what? Don't give me that look. This was good, or at least it wasn't bad. This is one of the few that I was really okay with, and I think one of the biggest causes for that is because it's an easily relatable story where you don't even need to know the anime. The anime is very realistic. It's just about the depression of this kid who has no one in his life except for just this one hobby that he doesn't even enjoy called shogi. Do you need to watch the anime to watch this live action? I don't really think so. I think it played everything out really well. The thing about March Comes In Like a Lion, it's like 80% self-dialogue, or like just his thoughts that are speaking. So if you took all of that out, I think you'd get pretty much what this movie had to present to itself. As far as the acting goes, it's definitely a lot better than what I've seen in the past live actions in the past. And I think they really nailed on all the main points of why Rei is so depressed. And now, if there is anything that I have to say on the cons for this, is that Rei's depression is pretty immediate, and it's pretty obvious from the beginning of why he's so lonely. In the anime, it was a very slow progression until you could connect with Rei, or until everything slowly revealed itself and you could almost feel the pain that the character went to. Now, I could just be speaking on a personal level because I just love Rei so much, but March Comes In Like a Lion, live action, loved it. If you guys want to see it, then I guess you guys can. If you don't, not like it even matters to me, but hopefully it helps somebody out there currently eating some ice cream on their bed right now. I don't know why you're eating ice cream. What am I doing? And the last thing I want to share with you guys is a music video project I did with my good friend Sebastiano Serafini. We had Joey in there as well. We also had some other personal friends of Seba's, and as you guys can see from the clips here, I think it turned out really well. It was just a really fun project that we thought of, hey, let's go get this nerdy girl who's clearly in the most full classroom in the entire world with mysterious mannequins not sponsored by Meiji, featuring some quick animated clips and Seba just trying to be a bully even though he's like the nicest guy in the world. I know it's been out for a month and a lot of you may have already seen it, but there's going to be another music video project that we did which will be on his channel, so if you guys want to go subscribe to him, he's a really cool guy. He's Italian, he's awesome, he's got a great attitude, he makes music videos, he's a great singer, so go check him out. He's a cool dude. His name's Seba. Hey Seba! So that was everything in the Otaku Monthly Favorites, guys. Hopefully you enjoy some of these films. Let me know in the comment section down below of your thoughts, and I appreciate you guys for watching, and subscribe to my channel for more anime and otaku related content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Bye! Bye!